Good morning, all the viewers. I am Dr. Naveen, Assistant Professor, Department of Management Studies, Sai Vidya Institute of Technology. So today I am going to present the innovative concept. I am talking about innovative concept in the marketing. So it is called as digital and social media marketing. So this digital and social media marketing, why I call this as a innovative marketing? Because due to hectic competition and all, the industries are facing huge uncertainties in terms of competition. Any field, if you take any automobile industries or service sector industries or agricultural sector industries, any industries, if you take lot number of heavy hectic competition is there. So therefore, in order to avoid the uncertainties, many industries have come up with the new innovation concepts. So out of that, a new innovation concepts is called as digital and social media marketing. So they can promote their products through this kind of digital and social media marketing are giving enough innumerable satisfaction to the customers and also to the industry. So today, what is my agenda? What is my contents is introduction to digital marketing, internet marketing environment classified as a micro environment and macro environment, and e-marketing plan. So these are my contents today I am going to discuss in front of you. So first one, introduction to digital marketing. So I already briefed you. So why today industries are focusing on digital marketing or innovative marketing? Due to avoid the uncertainties such as the competitions and all, and also in order to promote or in order to launch a new product in a marketing or in a market. So this digital marketing will play a pivotal role in order to improve the production and also in order to improve the sales. So this digital marketing are playing very pivotal role in the marketing field. So therefore, I have given the introduction part. A traditional market, there is no basic difference between traditional marketing and digital marketing. They are one and the same. Ultimately, the aim of any type of marketing is to keep customer and stimulate sales in the future. So this is the main objective of the industry. Any industry, if you take, whether it compared to small scale industries or large scale industries, any industry, their main objective is to retain the customer, and is not only retain the customer in order to provide a good quality services and the very good reasonable prices to offer the products through the reasonable price and quality of products. So the final conclusion is the end number is the customer should satisfy from the product and they should always trust the company. So there are n number of companies that they are maintaining with belief or trust from a customer to the company, like Tata company in India or Reliance. They are maintaining a good believeness or trust between the customers and the company. So this is about the digital marketing. Digital marketing, I already explained, it's a innovative marketing to promote their product and to promote their brand awareness, to create a brand awareness. The company is selecting this kind of digital marketing, and also I told you to stimulate their sales, to stimulate their sales and create brand awareness. So this digital marketing is playing very important role in this aspect. So as per Philip Kotler, he defines the digital marketing is science art of exploring, creating, delivering value to satisfy the needs of customer, target market at a profit, and marketing identify unfulfilled needs and the desires. I already told you why the company basic criteria or the basic vision is, in order to satisfy the customers, they need to provide a reasonable price and quality products and good services to them. Okay, so this is the main explanation or definition of the digital marketing. Okay, so let us go for the next concept, that is internet marketing environment. So what is internet marketing environment? So if you consider the types of environment, we have classified into micro environment and macro environment. Micro environment means that is controllable, that we can control the factors, but macro environment, uncontrollable factors. So this is about the major classification of the internet marketing environment. Let us discuss the topic one by one. So what is a micro environment? It involves individuals or organization that a firm deals with a regular basis as suppliers, competitors, customers, intermediaries, and employees. These are the factors which influence the micro environment. So first topic is marketplace, because the marketplace itself, it signifies that what are the role the company have to play, what are the aspect the company have to promote in front of customers, so what kind of strategy they have to implement. So here in marketplace, the company have to introduce certain concepts such as bargaining power of customers. So here, the advent of the internet, customers have wider choice of products than before. The increase in the competition has reduced the price level as customer demand more transparency in operation. So the bargaining power of customer has increased. So here, the transparency of the business. So whenever the demand increases, the productive price will also be increased. So at these circumstances, we need to maintain accountability and transparency so that the bargaining power of customer has increased. So the next one is bargaining power of suppliers. So here, through the internet, the bargaining power of suppliers has gone down, because we are dealing, a company is convening a messages through internet. Okay, they are procuring all kinds of materials through internet. If they share the message to X company, those X company will supply all directly without any intermediaries, without any suppliers to the company. Means here, the company, if it requires any kind of raw materials, so no need of any agents or suppliers. If they contact X company, for example, if they need raw materials, immediately they can share a mail that they can procure the kinds of raw materials. So the next is threat of substitutes. See, substitute, internet has enabled quicker introduction of products and services. The organization must carefully observe the introduction of the substitute in the market to avoid losing market share. See here, market share, when we compare, always the market share is nothing but a worth of the industry. Market share is nothing but a worth of the industry. So therefore, the company have to retain their worth. They have to retain their worth. The launching of a new product is very important. Once they launch, they have to stimulate the sales. They have to stimulate the sales, and they have to supply to the final customers. Then only they can avoid losing the market shares. The next one is barriers to entry. So here in internet environment, what are the barriers to entry? The internet has substantially reduced establishment cost, and especially in service industries. If you take service industries, their main motto, for example, in order to reduce the establishment cost. So to reduce the establishment cost, they will select the internet. They will select the internet to promote their product and services. And the last one, competition. Competition, I already defined that today's competition is unacceptable, because if you take automobile sector, n number of vehicles are launching day by day. Okay, even though whether it is tremendous uh, sales is there or not, we don't know, but the company is launching n number of their products in the market. Okay, so therefore it is, why the reason is in order to avoid the competition. Okay, so this is the uh, the first concept in the micro environment is marketplace. And the second one, we will go for the second aspect is market customers. See, the customers, I told you, they are the ultimate customers, or the ultimate. Why? Because The customers is the final decision maker about this product is right, whether this product is wrong. For example, Samsung mobiles. Today, Samsung mobiles rapidly, they are spontaneously selling their products in the market. So why the reason is no advertisement. They need not to create any awareness because people have recognized this product, and also they are no need to spend money on in terms of advertisement and promotional activities, because already the customers have recognized this. The qualitative of the product has been recognized by the customers. Once it recognized by the customers, the next will be the company is able to uh, mobilize the profit, okay, in future. So that is the example Samsung mobile I am giving today. This Samsung mobile are creating a n number of launching the new products, okay, in the market, and also their profit level is also increasing even though competition is there. But the main aspect is customers are recognizing their products. So that's why I told you customers are the ultimate. If they have the qualitative product, they can optimize the they can optimize the product, and they can analyze the product, and finally they can buy this product. Okay, so that is the customers. And the next one is online buying behavior. See, behavior we cannot predict. Behavior actually in the geographical area of India, if you take behavior simultaneously, it will change. If you take in Karnataka itself, the behavior of people are very aggressive in the northern part of Karnataka. Here I am not discriminating, I am just giving example in behavior. As per, if you take segmentation behavior and all, so we can divide, we can always make some sort of difference of the behavior. So here the buying behavior is very important from the customers. The reason is the customers always, if flexibility, you will always choose a flexibility. If a company is aggressively, or if any abusing a customers, you will lose in the market. So buying behavior is also one of the important concept, because to understand the online customers is very important. For example, insurance companies, if you take, so how flexible or how smoothly they will handle the customers. They will first make a telephone or phone call, they will do it, and then very politely they will speak with the customer, and then they will explain the products, and finally if the customer are interested, they will offer certain discount or schemes to them. So on what basis they are promoting? On basis of the behavior. So behavior also ultimately one of the important concept. The next, competitors. I already briefed you about the competitors, especially in the internet. Competition is hectic. Okay, internet competition. The manufacturing sectors or any sectors, if you take, in order to promote their products and services, so therefore their competition or competency level will be more. They need efficient employees in order to promote their products in the online marketing. So then only, if any efficient employees only, they can promote the products and they can deliver the goods to the final customers. And the last one is suppliers. So here the suppliers is also a, we need to maintain, an industry have to maintain a fruitful relationship with the customers. Therefore, if the customers doesn't happy, so for example, stakeholders, if we call stakeholders, all the elements will come like shareholders, suppliers, customers, employees. So all are stakeholders. Especially, we need to maintain a fruitful relationship between the company and the suppliers, because we company always monitor these suppliers whether they are providing at the right time, they are supplying the quantity of goods, and at the right time they are delivering the products to the customer. So the company has to monitor with the suppliers. So these are the aspects I need to cover in the micro environment. So I already briefed you micro environment, that we can controllable factors. Now let us go for uncontrollable factors such as macro environment. So which are the like social factors, legal and ethical factors, technological factors, economic factors, and political factors. Social factors. See, in the social factor, internet access and usage directly influence buying behavior of the consumer. The social perception of the internet directly influence the typical perception of the internet can be classified and no perceived advantages. Okay, the social impact of the internet can be undermined. It has great influence in the life and has brought many differences to the forefront. The population with income and a certain degree of education is able to use the internet easily compared to population with costly services or low level access. So the social factor, I already told you, it is depend on the culture, it's depend on the tradition, how the people will able to encash or able to buy your products. So that's related to the social factors. Especially in the internet, most of the people still in our country, they doesn't only 30 to 40 lakhs people are accessible to internet. Most of the people still they doesn't know how to access the internet. So this is one of the social factors which I am able to define, visualize on this aspect. So the next one is legal and ethical issues. You see, always the countries are developing ethics related to laws advocating correct use of the internet, because in hackers, for example, in a banking sectors, they always make some sort of problem is hacking, because some people they are very qualitative in the using the internet, they are very good knowledge in using the internet, they are misleading the people through hacking their account and then and then making some sort of and cheating people or misleading the people. So like that hackers today is a biggest concern for the cyber crime. So the reason is why the government of India have established the cyber crime, because in order to avoid the privacy or in order to avoid misleading in the use of internet. So that's why any organization should aware of these laws and develop their market programs after taking them into consideration. So internet users, the biggest concerns come with privacy factors. So this is about the legal and ethical issues. The next one is technological factors. See, technological factors, I told you that today, if the industry does not create a technological advancement, so they need to perish from the market. So that's what technology playing a predominant role in an organization. The advent of the internet has seen the rise of online retailers and socially hampering the function of neighborhood stores. The biggest challenge for today's organization is to access current technological environment. That's what I told you. If the industries are really have to encash or have to mobilize the profit, so they need to focus on the technological factors. Because today, if you see in the banking sectors and all, the 100 employees work done by one computer. Okay, if the computer, if you enter your account number, it will give you what is your account balance and what is your account statement. It will give you within a second. Okay, so that is about the technological development in the country. So therefore, if the country is developing, then the technology should also be improved. So that's why in our country, technology is also overall, if you see the technological aspect, n number of departments are using this skill, are using these schemes in order to improve the technology. Next one, economic factors is also we need to determine the e-commerce activities. So e-commerce activities will definitely, deliberately will improve the economy of the nation, and also it will improve the per capita of the nation. So from the online marketing or e-commerce activities, organization will target developed economy for more internet-based transaction as compared to a developing country. The globalization has encouraged the development of single international market and it has reduced social and cultural difference between countries. And the last one is political factors. Nothing but government role is predominantly will be there in sort of the online marketing or digital marketing. Through ruling government, they need to take public opinion and pressure customers for advocacy groups. The government needs to put control in place as to monitor the development and usage of the internet. So that's why government agencies across countries need to be collaborate to ensure the safety of e-commerce. So this is the about internet macro environment. So I discussed both the concept. It is the micro and macro environment. So next one is e-market plan. See, market plan here is a action, plan of action. Market plan is nothing but a plan of action or blueprint. If you have to develop any products or if you launch any products, you should be deliver the market plan first. Then only the organization or the management will feel satisfaction if you have the market plan. So here I have given an example that market plan is a blueprint, a marketing objectives, strategies, and functions to be carried out in organization. Plans helps to assess actions with present day circumstances and references for successive market plan. E-marketing plan is a bit more focused traditional marketing plan and is more centered on the marketing opportunities, threats, objectives, and strategies of the internet. So here I have given an explanation of the marketing plan. Marketing plan will give a definition on your visions, on your objectives, what are the strategies you are implementing, and what are the threats from the competitors, and we need to optimize the sales. So all these concerns which related to marketing plan. So now let us see what are its objectives of the marketing plan. First one, building visibility and brand awareness. See here, brand awareness through the online is systematically their companies are implementing, uh, especially the brand awareness. Because in order to take the social medias, TVs, channels, and all, lakhs together money is required. But in the internet, it's very reasonable also, and will also reach the final customer very quickly. Okay, it will reach final customers very quickly, and also it will create the awareness, brand awareness. And the second importance is target audience. See, the marketing plan will implement the target audience because a wider target audience allowing your company to find and develop new marketers for a smaller investment than traditional marketing. So the target audience here, for example, an insurance company, the audience or target customers are the taxpayers. Why I am telling taxpayers are the customers for the insurance company? Because they need to exempt their tax. See, many employees will switch over to insurance to procure the health insurance or general insurance. So, example I am giving you, the target audience for an insurance sector is the payment made by the employees, tax payment made by the employees. So the next one is customer acquisition. See, what is a customer acquisition? Which is visibility leads to website by improving prospects from the search engines or a relevant websites or landing page. Companies gain the opportunity to interact with them and turn them into qualified leads. So this is about the acquisition and the lower marketing cost. I told you the cost effectively target the e-marketing because I told you any industries if you take they focus on cost or expenditure because to promote a product they need lakhs of rupees, crores of rupees. Okay, so in order to if they introducing their product in the online or e-marketing, they can reduce their cost or expenditure. The last one is retention. So the greater positive online visibility will help reinforce positive customer perception of the company, creating a competitive advantage based on value on price. So the price in India, more number of people are retention in certain company because reasonable price and quality products and good services they are providing. So this is an importance of the marketing plan, e-marketing plan. So thanks one and again, one and all the viewers. Thank you once again for watching the digital marketing uh, class, and also it contains such as introduction to digital marketing and internet marketing environment and e-marketing plan. So thank you all the viewers once again for watching. Thank you.